Hello dear students, our today's topic is local anesthetic agents, and in this lecture we will go through the individual drugs belonging to the category of amino-benzoic acid derivatives and some miscellaneous agents. In this lecture we will go through the important local anesthetic agents from these categories. So let's look at the first category, the benzoic acid derivatives, from where we have the example benzocaine and butambane. So these are the structures of these compounds, and if we look at the structure we find that they are simply the esters like ArCOOR. Here also we have this Ar aromatic ring COOR. So clearly they are the esters, and though being ester they are considered as the derivatives of benzoic acid. So let's look at the IUPAC name of these compounds. For benzocaine the IUPAC name is ethyl 4-aminobenzoate. So can you guess what will be the IUPAC name of butambane? It is simply butyl 4-aminobenzoate. Actually, this carbon is considered as carbon number 1. This will be 2, 3 and 4. The amino group is present on position number 4. So it is called as 4-aminobenzoate. So out of this, we have some good information about benzocaine. Like it is used as topical anesthetic agent, and it is an insoluble local anesthetic, and this drug is used as ointment to relieve pain associated with ulcer and wounds. The most important use is as lubricant and anesthetic on intratracheal catheters and endoscopic tubes. If you watched my previous video about introduction, then I have shown there that what is the endoscopic tubes. These are the tubes which are inserted through the mouth for examinations of the vital organs of our body. So during that process, to avoid some pain during insertion, this local anesthetic agent is used. There is nothing much more important regarding butambane. You just have to know its structure and its IUPAC name. So next drugs belonging to this category include procaine, which is very important compound. This is the structure of procaine. If you look at the structure of procaine and if you know the structure of benzocaine, then you will find that one of the hydrogen of ethyl group in benzocaine is now replaced with a diethyl amino group, and with this modification this compound as a whole will become procaine. The IUPAC name of this compound is, this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2. On 2 we have a diethyl amino, and this is the ethyl portion, so it is ethyl, and the name as it is 4-aminobenzoate. This drug is used for infiltration, the peripheral nerve block and spinal anesthesia. Now, one important point is that this drug causes vasodilation. That's why if we want its action to be local anesthetic 1, we require a vasoconstricting agent like norepinephrine. So procaine is used in combination with norepinephrine, which is a vasoconstrictor agent. when vessels get constricted, the local anesthetic action gets prolonged, and that's why the combination of procaine with norepinephrine gives us the long duration of action. The next drugs are propoxycane and tetracaine. So dear students, can you guess what will be the structure of propoxycane? It is simply the insertion of a propoxy group in the structure of procaine. So with the insertion of propoxy group at position number 2 in procaine, it will give propoxycane. So this is the IUPAC name, 2-diethyl aminoethyl 4-amino 2-propoxy benzoate. The next drug is tetracaine. The name itself give you the hint that what group will be present there. This tetra here stands for a 4-carbon alkyl group, and that is nothing but a butyl group on this amino. So in the structure of procaine, if one of the hydrogen of amino group is replaced with a butyl, it leads to formation of tetracaine, and that is the IUPAC name of this compound, 2-diethyl aminoethyl 4-butyl amino benzoate. One very important point, the tetracaine is found to be 50 times more potent than procaine. So dear students, can you guess why this is happening? This is simply due to insertion of a butyl group with the amino group. Butyl group is an electron releasing group. So this releases electron to amino group. The amino group releases electrons toward the phenyl ring. The phenyl ring liberates electrons toward the carbon and towards the oxygen. In this way, there is formation of a negatively charged oxygen along with the positive charge on the nitrogen, which gives us a Zwitter ion, which has the more penetrating power and more attachment with the receptors, and that's why due to this the tetracaine is found to be 50 times more potent than procaine. The next drug is butane. Here, dear students, in case of butane, the ethyl portion is prolonged to propyl. Instead of 2 carbon chain, we have a 3 carbon chain now as alkyl substituent, and on the third carbon we have a dibutyl amino group. So though dibutyl groups are present, this compound is called as butane. This is the IUPAC name, 3-dibutyl amino propyl 4-amino benzoate. Next drug is benoxynate. Now one major difference between the benoxynate and procaine is that instead of diethyl, now here we have a dimethyl amino group, and at the position number 3 on benzene ring we have the attachment of butoxy group. So with this modification it will become benoxynate. This is the IUPAC name of this compound, 2-dimethyl amino 4-amino 3-butoxy benzoate. Next, move on to the miscellaneous local anesthetic agents, and the first compound is dibucaine, which is very important compound, and this is the structure for dibucaine. Dear students, this drug belongs to the amide category. The previous drugs belongs to the esters. Now this is amide, CONH. Now this portion resemble the portions in procaine and other compounds, but as oxygen was present in procaine, here is the nitrogen which is present in dibukane. So it will become the amide. Now this carbonyl carbon of amide is attached directly with the aromatic ring, and in this case this aromatic heterocycle is quinoline ring, which consists of a butoxy group at position number 2. So for quinoline the numbering is 1, 2, 3 and this is number 4. So simply we consider it as quinoline 4-carboxamide. Let's look at the IUPAC name. The basic nucleus is quinoline 4-carboxamide. That means quinoline attached with a carboxamide group at position number 4. So beside this at position number 2 we have a butoxy group, and on nitrogen we have diethyl aminoethyl group. So dear students, dibukane is used topically as suppository or ointment for relief of pain and itching of hemorrhoids. One very important point is that dibukane in injectable form causes toxicity, due to which this form is withdrawn from the market. The next drug is phenacane. This consists of the basic nucleus ethane imidamide. If you look at the name, we select the long carbon chain of 2 carbons, so it is ethane. This is C double bond N, so it is imide, and C single bond NH, so it is amide. So the basic nucleus is ethane imidamide, and on this nitrogen and this nitrogen we have 2 identical groups. So on N, N dash we have 4-ethoxyphenyl, and this group is present for 2 times, so we will prefix it as bis. So it is N dash bis 4-ethoxyphenyl ethane imidamide. The next drug is diperodone. This diperodone consists of 2 identical groups like this one and this one. For IUPAC nomenclature we will select NHCOO CH2 CH2 CH2. That is a 3 carbon chain, that is propyl, along with NHCOO, which is called as carbamate group. So if we look at the IUPAC name, it is simply N-phenyl carbamate, and this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2 and this is carbon number 3. On carbon number 2 we have phenyl carbamyl oxy group as a substituent, and on position number 3 we have piperidine ring attached with its position number 1, so it is called as 3-piperidine 1-yle. So dear student, that is nothing much more important regarding this miscellaneous compound. You just have to know the structures and the IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. So with this we finished the benzoic acid derivatives and the miscellaneous compounds belonging to the category of local anesthetic agents. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.